Let's go. Hey, Michael Sanger, what's the word, huh? Martial law, let's talk about it. Hey, give it the recognition it deserves. Let me show you the truth. Behind the scenes on how it go and what they do. Stretch it out, let's get loose. That's it. Roundhouse, that's it. You get a black belt.
Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate
Thanks for having me.
coming on. I guess first thing is Dads Against Predators. How did this sort of come together, and where is it based out of?
Well, it's my good friend Josh's organization.
Mhm.
He started it in 2020 with his friend Jay Carnicombe. It's based out of Fremont, Ohio. But yeah, it's been running ever since. But I joined in like 2025, I believe.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm seeing people getting caught all over the U.S. I didn't know if it was like a New York thing, a East Coast thing, or wherever. But what was the motivation to form the community to start this?
Someone in his family was like touched by one of these guys, and ever since it's like been his mission to like expose these kind of people. Like he'd go to the person's work and like expose them at the job after job, and like he ended up having like classes or something with him.
Okay.
Like,
So what I am seeing a lot of people sort of go out. There was that guy Vitali who's sort of on that endeavor now to find predators and pedos.
yeah.
What are they all like? Are they all ending the same? Where it's like, hey, we're putting together this evidence, we're finding these people, and we're handing it off to the cops. Or is it more? Do you see a lot of these people doing it for clout? Like, I don't know too much about the community side of it. So if you want to just explain it.
I've heard some things. Like I've heard it's like a couple kids like will do all the work, and like the big guys like Vitali will just come in for the clout, you know. And I'm not sure how it goes after, like with evidence or
Gotcha.
anything like that, or prosecutions.
All right.
But that's my understanding.
So the biggest things I'd like to know, because I'm a dad, I've got 2 kids, is where is this contact being made? Is there specific websites? Are there gaming platforms? Is it sort of everywhere? Is there anything as parents we should look out for?
Well, it is everywhere, but the main apps we use is like Grindr. It's like a bunch of gay dating sites, and like Tammy. So we just kind of like pose as like little boys.
Wow, so that's shocking. You just so grown men on gay dating sites are getting messages. I'm a 14-year-old boy, and they're just going, "I hit the jackpot," and they're not questioning it. Like, why would a 14-year-old be on, or a 13-year-old be on Grindr?
No, some of them just don't care at all, but some are really careful, and you'll end up talking to them for like 2 days or something.
Okay,
But
so how long? What would you say would be like the average time from first communication, like first message, to when they request a meetup?
I'd probably say like an average catch is going to take you like 2 or 3 hours. I'd say.
That's it.
Yeah, just like from initial contact to like meeting up.
So there's not a lot of like grooming then. It's really like you're throwing out bait and just catching trout.
Mm-hmm. It's just super instant. But some guys do like go the grooming route, and will take a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be a little careful, I guess.
Now, I did hear from different police departments that a lot of the kids who do get abused, that these horrible things happen to, don't have dads. They don't have fathers in their lives. Are you finding that to be the same thing with victims? That there's no father figure in their life, or
sometimes, and it's also like a mix of like fathers like are the ones that are actually sexually assaulting the children.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of those cases, but
so the guys that you catch, is it the same? Do they have a rap sheet of doing this prior, or is it like, oh my God, we caught this principal. We got just a worker at a store, 50 years, 40 years old, and this is the first time he's ever done it? Or are you finding that like, no, they've been doing this for 20 years?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys like this guy we caught in Denver. Like his whole like bloodline is just like pedophilia, incest, and like it just goes down like a whole tree. Like it's just in the roots. But yeah, he's like watching child porn and stuff. So it's definitely like something that brews inside of him for a minute. But
Gotcha.
some of these guys probably do just do it for the first time and like just don't care.
Wow. So do you think there are, because you guys are doing it like really fast, so I'm assuming you're the ones reaching out, or are you just making a profile and a post and waiting to see who's messaging you guys?
Yeah, we'll never like contact anyone first. We'll like tap them like just to get stuff going and like get our stuff noticed.
Kind of like just swiping right? Just like
yeah. We always leave it up
see
to
who
them.
connects.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm always afraid to dive too deep because I also don't want to like give things away. You know, like I don't want a pedo to be watching this and going, "Oh man, looks like I won't do that." But from the old show to catch a predator, like they were catching the same guys in like the same home over and over again. You know, it was like, all right, we got this guy, 8 months ago, and he's back. And it's like we didn't even change the house. Like we're still renting the same house. So I guess they're probably not that, they're not doing too much counterintelligence.
No.
Are there any other places besides, the sort of the gay apps? Is it, or should I say this, is it mostly boys, or are you finding it's equal girls, boys?
There is girls. It's just, I feel it's a little harder. I don't know. It's just the apps for girls is a little weird. So you can just AI like a girl to be like a little boy. But we also do like use like Instagram. Like I personally haven't had anything come from the Instagram decoy, but we just have like accounts that are out there. But people do like reach out to them.
Are there any safety mechanisms built into these apps? Like, is Instagram one of them that maybe raises a flag where a certain profile starts messaging another, or even in Grindr? Like, are you guys putting in like the age in it, and it allows you to do that?
Grindr doesn't allow it. Like you can say I'm 14 on Grindr and get banned like right away. But like on Instagram, you can be like I'm 10 years old and like it doesn't even matter. Like you can just.
So on a gay app like that, is it all right? I'm just going to post a picture of a 13-year-old. Say he's 21, but people look at it and go, "Oh, he's obviously 14." And then when you start to message, it's like, "Oh no, I lied. My real age is this."
Yeah.
So what's a typical conversation like then?
So are you talking like once they know the age and stuff?
Yeah.
So it's most guys will be like, you're not supposed to be doing this. Like you need to delete that app right now. And like some just leave it off right there. Or some just like, oh, I'm not doing this. But like, I think a grooming method is like, oh, I don't want you on these apps, but I can help you get off these apps. And I can help you like fulfill your needs type shit.
Yeah, you need someone to talk to. We can meet up and talk.
Yeah.
Got it. So they're quick to get off the app to meet up because I guess that's a pool of evidence, right?
Yeah. So I feel like they feel a little more safe.
What's neat? Like how much evidence is needed before you guys go, okay, we have enough to give to the police. They can make an arrest. Like how clear does the language need to be before the cops will entertain it? Will they take any bit of evidence? Like, hey, we've got a 30-year-old guy who wants to meet up with a 14-year-old. Here you go, and then they take over. Or do you need to build like a case book on them?
Well, honestly, all you really need is like a phone call of them saying like, yeah, I'm cool with the age, maybe some sexual stuff. And also like in the text messages themselves, like you got to like reinstate it just so it's on the text messages. But that's pretty much all you need. And even if they don't want to like, after they know the age and like they've been talking sexual like before, and they're like, oh, I maybe just want to meet and hang out and see where it goes. Like we'll still catch those guys and like give that shit to police.
Got it. I've always been curious when you pass this information off to the police. Then we see videos of these guys getting confronted by whoever, the influencer, the community guy. So there's that footage of, hey, we got you. Like, we caught you. What do you have to say about it? And then the cop shows up like 5-10 minutes, into the video.
Mm-hmm.
Is that typical? Or like, I can't imagine the police just being okay with letting a civilian go do this sort of, journalistic attack and then take over after there's content. You know what I mean? That seems odd to me. Or can you explain that to me a little bit?
Well, honestly, like the police go under like one rule. Like if there's if there's like no actual child there to be harmed, like they honestly just don't, they can't do anything with it. So like it's just kind of leaving us in a weird position, like where everyone's getting jammed up.
Got it. So if there's not an actual child, there's very little to do. There's very little crime, I guess, to the law.
Yeah, they're gonna tell us to stop, and like there's nothing we can do.
So at that point, the options are really just expose the person, right? Because what else? We can't convict them of anything. They didn't actually meet up with a 14-year-old.
Exactly.
Do you guys have that, or do you know people actually maybe using a real child versus a fictional one to get the convictions? I mean, I don't know if that's like going too far, like almost like you're using a real child as bait. Like how does like To Catch a Predator do it? You know what I mean? Because those guys are getting arrested on the show. They think they're meeting up with a real kid, and it seems like it's the same amount of information or the same amount of evidence being presented.
Exactly. It's like the same situation. That's a good point, man.
So yeah, so how does the show, I guess it's a question to ask like the showrunners or the producers, like how did you guys get the cops to show up to arrest these people? Because you guys hired, they always hire an adult actor who looks really young to play the part.
Yeah, but someone who's done that in the predator catching community is like Alex Rosen. Like he said he's got like parents' permission to use like minors as decoys, and he's caught like some fire for it.
Yeah.
And even the cops are like, why don't you have like real children there to like see the effects or something, some weird stuff.
Yeah, well, it's a scary thing. I mean, as a parent, the last thing you want to think of is somebody, attacking your child.
Yeah.
So I understand anybody being weary of it, like, and I understand the anger. I mean, you see stories and you go nuts. I was in the civilian police academy, and we had a lieutenant come in from sex crimes talking about this sort of thing. And, I at the end of his presentation, I raised my hand and I go, I don't take offense, but like, how are there not more murders? Like, as a dad, how are these dads not just going out and just killing these people? Because I could imagine myself doing it. And if I was on a jury and if I found that out and it was like, oh, this dad killed their son's, rapist or predator, I'd be like, all right, let him off. Like, I wouldn't care. And he told me, he goes, they just don't have dads. Like, most of the kids who are abducted or sexually abused, it's at least this was a Suffolk police told me, it's in the home. So it's maybe a mom's boyfriend, somebody they know. You guys are kind of casting a wide net, which is really interesting, because it's almost like, you're finding what the cops aren't catching or aren't able to get to.
And that's like a tactic Josh has taught me. Like, you always tell them like you don't have a dad, because like that makes them feel like I don't know, you don't have a sense, you don't like have authority in your life, I guess.
Mm,
There's not like a male figure to be there.
nice.
So
And
that's
so,
like a tactic we use.
yeah. So besides those apps, are there any others that you guys are seeing?
Um,
I've got girls, so they're both too young to be playing games. They don't have phones yet. Uh, but are you guys seeing, at least on the girl side of things, where they would be connected with, or is it majority boys that this happens to?
well, I feel like it's a mix of both, but I feel like it's just honestly harder for the girls, just because like the apps, the apps are really weird to use. But
Can you explain that? Like, what do you mean that they're weird to use? I'm not on them, so I don't really know. But what's the difference between them?
it's like it's a lot more strict, so it's kind of like harder, I guess. And
Okay.
I guess it's a
Is
little, I
yeah,
don't know.
is AI changing this at all?
Yeah, we use AI pictures like of ourselves on like Grinder and stuff,
Oh
just to make
wow.
us look a
So
little
you can
younger.
just like de-age yourself.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Are you finding that the predators are also using AI, or
Oh
they're
no, it's just they'll sometimes use like younger pictures of themselves. They look like worse when we meet them.
gotcha? Yeah, I can imagine just being hard to be on any dating app with AI. Like every picture of me I'd be super jacked. Never have a blemish. Everything would be run through a filter.
It's smooth and stuff.
Yeah. um, and then where do these guys want to meet up? Like, is it you guys saying let's meet up at a park, or are you just finding out where they work and going there, or are they suggesting a place?
Yeah, it's honestly like all of them. Like we try to take control most of the time. We'll try
Mhm.
to find somewhere like either near us, or they'll send us an address and we'll find somewhere near them. Or like they can't meet, but they've like slipped up and told us where they work, and so we'll
Mm.
catch them at work. So there's like a lot of different routes you can take.
What kind of danger is there to go confront somebody like this? I can imagine somebody who's being exposed, being caught with potential serious crimes could get really violent, could do all sorts of things.
Um, Honestly, like weapons and probably bystanders who don't understand
Hmm.
and like try to step in and like just causes harm for you and like everyone around.
Yeah. Do
But
you, do you
honestly, the biggest threat is probably the weapons.
Are they talking about, are they carrying firearms? Obviously, you guys are nationwide, so out here in New York, it's going to be much less likely. But if you're out in a more firearm friendly state like Utah or something like that, I could see that being a much higher risk.
Yeah, my boy Josh and Jay, they've had a gun pulled out on them and probably definitely several knives and stuff. Like I've had a couple of knives pulled out on me. Like that's probably like the scariest part about all this,
Hmm.
just the uncertainty.
So if that happens, are the cops then stepping in for maybe assault, menacing? You know,
Mm, and it kind of depends. Like usually it goes nowhere. Like in uh in the shooting incident between them guys, like it became like a nationwide warrant in I believe North Carolina, and then like just some random stuff like the Terry guy from Milwaukee, like he had a warrant out for his arrest, so that's like the only reason he got arrested. But not much comes from that stuff. It's
wow.
kind of, it's
So
kind of, it's kind of sucks.
I think that's probably the biggest thing I took from this was you really have to have a ton of evidence. You have to have a lot of stuff put together to actually make these arrests.
Mm.
So, thank you for exposing these people,
Hell yeah.
because otherwise they just be walking around, and when they are committing these crimes or they are doing these bad things, it's too late. So at least if these people are exposed, like I know if somebody was exposed in my neighborhood, that's like red flag. Like if that's me, I'm moving, I'm changing my name, I'm leaving the country. But I'm imagining these people don't. But thank you. Appreciate you coming on and sharing all this with me.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
Hey, Michael Sanger, what's the word, huh? Martial law, say something about it, hey. Give it the recognition it deserves. Let me show you the truth behind the scenes on how it